Okay, good day everyone. Now we will be talking about your lower urinary tract infection. Pag sinabi nating lower UTI, it is an infection involving the bladder. Okay, your bladder is your what? Cystitis. Okay, pag nagkaroon ng infection. Okay, so ang tawag natin doon, it's your cystitis. Okay, and then kapag sa urethra naman, it's your urethritis. Okay, without the involvement of your kidney. Kasi pag nagkaroon ng involvement ng kidney ninyo, that's already upper UTI, di ba? Upper UTI na yan, upper UTI. Okay, now, what are the modifiable risk factors for your lower UTI? Okay, sexual activity. Pag sinabi natin sexual activity, frequent, okay? Frequent yung what? Yung sexual activity mo. And then, what? Ano pa? Multiple sex partners. Okay? So, kung sino-sino, mas mabilis ba magkaroon ng UTI pag ganon? Yes. And then yung frequency ng sexual intercourse? Yes. Okay? Especially if meron kang poor hygiene, hindi kayo naglilinis before the sexual intercourse. Okay? And then another is the use of your spermicides. Okay? And then the use of your diaphragms. Okay? Alam nyo naman na yan, di ba? Sa maternal. Spermicides and your diaphragms use increases the risk of having UTI. Okay? Poor hygiene. Pag sinabi nating poor hygiene, ito yung hindi kayo naglilinis before the sexual intercourse. Okay? So, kung gusto nyo ma-prevent, dapat maglilinis muna kayo. Both of you, not only the female, but also the male. Okay? So, para ma-reduce yung risk of having UTI. And, ano pa, use of your indwelling catheter. Okay? Yung paggamit natin ng IFC. Okay? Yung indwelling Foley catheter natin. Okay? So, yung pagpasok kasi ng catheter dun sa may opening, sa may urethra ninyo, 'di ba? Pinupush niya pabalik yung possible, if ever na may bacteria doon, ipupush niya pabalik dun sa loob. Okay? Kunwari, this is your catheter. Okay? That is your catheter. Pinasok mo siya dito, dadaan sa urethra, papaano kung may bacteria dito, di ba? Paano pag may bacteria dyan? So, etong catheter mo, yung tip ng catheter mo, pag pinasok mo yan at ilalagay mo siya dito, di ba? So, mag-i-introduce ka ba ng bacteria? Yes, okay? So, ini-increase niya yung risk of having what? Your lower UTI, okay? Your diabetes mellitus and your dehydration, okay? They can also cause your lower UTI. Pag DM kasi, nagkakaroon ng glucose sa urine, okay? Glucose sa urine. And remember that your glucose is food for your bacteria, okay? So, nag-i-increase yung bacteria nyo doon na-feed yung bacteria nyo, okay? Because of the glucose. Kaya pwede magkaroon ng UTI yung what? Patient nyo with DM. Okay? And then dehydration. Pag nagkaroon kasi ng dehydration yung pasyente nyo, it increases the risk of what? Having UTI because of the growth of the bacteria. Okay? Next, immunosuppression. Okay? Remember, kapag nagkaroon ng immunosuppression, hindi na malabanan ng katawan mo yung infection. Okay? Your body cannot fight the infection. Next is your incomplete bladder emptying. Okay? Ito yung hindi nila nilalabas lahat ng ihi nila. Okay? Then nagpipigil pa. Okay? Nagpipigil pa sila umihi. Increases the risk of what? Having UTI. Okay? Kasi kapag yung urine natin, kapag masyado ng matagal, if it's too long na nagstay sa bladder ninyo, nagkakaroon ng bacterial growth and bacterial multiplication. Okay? Now, what are the non-modifiable? Okay? Yung hindi mo pwedeng baguhin. Number 1 dyan, the gender of your patient. Okay? Mas increase yung risk na magkaroon ng UTI ang mga female because of what? The short urethra. Okay? Yung daanan kasi ng ihi ng babae is 4 cm lang. Unlike sa lalaki, it's 10 cm. Yung daanan ng ihi. Okay? So, mas mabilis bang magka-UTI yung mga female natin compared to the male? Yes. Okay? Next is pregnancy. Okay? Because of what? Urinary frequency. Okay? Yan yung parang because of the uterus, di ba? This is your bladder. This is your uterus. Napupush, okay? Napupush ni uterus yung bladder ninyo. Okay? So, pag nag-increase ang pressure dito, mapapaihi ba yung pasyente mo? Yes, kaya nagkakaroon ng urinary frequency. Okay? Especially kung may bata dyan, di ba? May bata dyan. Masyadong mabigat. So, mapupush yung bladder ninyo. Okay? And then, gestational diabetes mellitus. Okay? Di ba? Sabi nga natin, kapag may DM, okay, may glucose, nag-i-increase yung bacterial multiplication kasi yung glucose, yun yung pagkain ng bacteria ninyo. Okay? And then, history of recurrent UTI. Now, what is the etiology? Okay? The known cause factor for your UTI, it's your E. coli. Okay? Your E. coli, normal flora siya saan? Okay? Sa inyong colon. Okay? Pag lumabas yan sa poops, remember, ito yung butas, ito yung anus ninyo, andito lang yung butas ng vagina ninyo. So, nandito yung bacteria, pag mali ka ng paglilinis, pwede bang pumunta dito? Yes. Pwede bang pumasok dyan? Yes. Pwede pwede ka na ba magkaroon ng UTI? Yes. Okay? So, E. coli nagkakaroon ng periurethral bacterial colonization. Okay? Pag sinabi natin colonization, okay, ito yung pagdami ng inyong bacteria. Okay? And then, bacterial ascension through your urethra. Okay, pumasok na siya sa urethra ninyo, sa opening ng daanan ng ihi ninyo. Okay, and then, pwede magkaroon ng adherence, pwedeng dumikit yung bacteria. Okay, and magkaroon siya ng multiplication saan? Sa may bladder nyo mismo. And then, nagkakaroon ng inflammatory process or inflammatory response causing your what? Bladder mucosal edema and your irritation. Now, ano yung mga makikita nating signs and symptoms for your UTI? Meron tayong dysuria or your dysuria, okay? Dysuria, painful urination, okay? Painful urination, okay? And then the urgency, okay? Yung urgency ng pag-ihi nyo, the frequency ng pag-ihi nyo, pabalik-balik kayo dahil sa sobrang sakit, 'di ba? Hindi nyo mailabas ng maayos yung ihi. Okay? And then suprapubic pain, okay? And then hematuria, pwede rin bang may makita na red blood cells sa urine ninyo? Yes, okay? And then cloudy, foul-smelling urine, okay? So, yan yung mga pwedeng makita if your patient is suffering from your UTI, okay? So, that's it.